I had a really great conversation with a business owner yesterday, doing about $500,000 of revenue. But this particular business owner wasn't satisfied. They wanted to be a seven and eventually eight-figure business owner. And we were having a conversation that I thought was going to be applicable to more than just him. So I wanted to share some of the results of that conversation with you. Now, when we started talking about like what is it you're trying to build towards, like he has an exit trajectory for age 60, for example, but he couldn't define like what his business would look like, how much wealth did he need. And I've found that that's very common for business owners. And so when I started projecting forward of like the business should be looking like this is the type of investment portfolio we should be having, he started to push back and say, Justin, I understand that that's where I need to be get to, but where I am now, I can't foresee myself ever getting there. And I think the problem that a lot of business owners have is that they're unwilling to actually define what they want. What does their business need to be worth? What is their business operating like? How involved are they? How much wealth do they have outside their business? They're unwilling to define those things clearly and articulately. That then it becomes this always in the future. It's just this fog that may or may not happen, and it feels like it's going to be luck if we actually get there. But I want to challenge business owners to actually truly define what it is you actually want. Align your business, align your personal and financial goals so that you know exactly what age and what time and what things look like. Because then when you know what things look like, you can reverse engineer things back to today. And you can start to ask yourself, if I keep doing what I'm doing today, am I ever going to get there? And if the answer to that is no, and that's the business owner yesterday, that was the case, it was not going to produce the results that he wanted, we know that we have to start changing the way that we run our business. So we have to revolutionize ourselves and become someone different. So we have to start being an operator in our business and start being a leader, and then eventually, hopefully, an investor in our business. But so many business owners, like this business owner, push back and thinking that's just, I can't ever see myself getting there. I actually think we should lean into that more. And if you can't see yourself getting there, that means that what we're doing today isn't good enough. So we have to go to trainings, masterminds, get coaching, hire people to actually help us get there. Change the behavior if that's what you want. If you don't want that, then don't define that as what you actually need or want in the future and just settle for what you're doing. But if you actually want the 7 and 8 and 9 figure business in the future, but what you're doing today isn't going to get you there, change your behaviors. Do it. Make the change. Because this business owner struggled to see it, but by the end, he started to buy into the idea that we actually can make an impact here. I can change my behaviors and make that real.